Yes, Dennis Miracle and then your President John Dramani Mahama on Galamsey. Na wa listing ya mabiendi sika so mo beye 8 months so muntimi nye. Ebi wo wa mene ne yadwen. Ebi wo mene ne nyadwen. What are some of the issues and why do I agree with Dennis Miracle on some of the issues? And I'm on the critical analysis and make sure so be subscribe. I must subscribe and no click the notification with the video be to ma ube hu na wetimi ahwebi. And news file na Dennis Miracle Galamsey nsemi ama so bonte so mayama mo muhu ne ekosi between IGP Galamsey task force and the community members led by the assembly member who ought to know better and ne ekosi na the first 5 minutes and then the mema do Mahama ne NDC abai bi pa.
I am confused, very honest with you, and I'm sure there are millions of Ghanaians watching us this morning who are very much confused as I am, and I'm sure you are, because I listen to your questions. You seem not to really put a finger on what exactly the NDC are saying and what they are doing, honestly speaking. And my very caution to the NDC government is that for the first time, they have in us, the MPP, an opposition party that has made a firm commitment to not do politics out of Galamsey. They should take advantage of that and let us fix this existential threat once and for all. If they fail at it, posterity will judge them. I have always said, and I said it here with you on several occasions, that one of the challenges we had as MPP in government was the high over-politicization of the Galamsey fight, was the way and manner that the NDC created an impression as if it is the MPP government that is engaged in Galamsey, which ostensibly insulated every other person and gave those people cover for them to continue to pursue this criminality. And so it made it very, very difficult for the government then. I am begging them, and I listen to the PR for the lands and natural resources. He's not helping the country. You sit on TV and you tell the whole country that we've taken over 9 forest reserves, and so you are creating an impression as if Galamsey is no more or is not at a high ascendancy, for which reason there is no agency. You're not being truthful to yourself, and you're not being fair to the country. Something, if you go to TikTok, and I have it here, there is Galamsey TV. Lawyer, Galamsey TV. They have 4.6 million likes. They have 591,300 followers. They post every day. Their least liked post has 2 million views, 2.8 million views.
Least liked?
Least. It is in this country. It is on TikTok every day. The last time they posted something was 15th August 2024. This is Galamsey TV. The person who owns the channel has his phone number on the channel. Is here. So why are you doing this? We are under threat. MPP could not fix Galamsey. You campaigned with it. 2 weeks to elections, you and your friends called for a state of emergency, saying that if the MPP refused to declare a state of emergency, the whole labor union, organized labor, should go on strike. There was heat on the government 2 weeks to elections. I personally was being chased by my friends like Kenasibe and Professor Jampo to get Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to sign an undertaking. I took it to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He signed it. I took the copy and I sent it to Kenasibe and Professor Jampo. Everybody was alarmed. No government, no political party in the history of our country has been under immense pressure than the Akufo-Addo government in the last 2-3 months to the elections. And the crime was that there was Galamsey, and the narrative was that people could demonstrate for 1 week on our roads saying that it is the Julobi house, that the president is the one that is leading the charge against Galamsey, that it is the government functionaries. I kept telling them, you are allowing the criminals to go away if you continue this way. They said, no, it is you people. To the extent that cabinet ministers today went on Twitter and
we just independently confirmed the Twitter page,
the Galamsey page,
TikTok page
yes.
of the Galamsey news.
Yes. And that's just one. That's just one.
You're just about to say something.
The cabinet ministers, including Sam George, my friend Felix Nku, Joyce Mokhtar, Bawa, Mokhtar, and all of that, they were on Twitter. They said that if the president wants to stop Galamsey, he needs only 2 weeks. That there is no serious president in this country that truly wants to solve Galamsey that will not do it. And that is why when I come in the morning and I hear the NDC people say, we are now going to embark on a ruthless campaign, I am confused. So what were we doing all this while? For the past 7 months, what were you doing? Were we not here? When I came to City and I told you that the NDC government has not done a single new thing in the fight against Galamsey. Not new, not one. You can't mention one. Mention one new thing, one new strategy that the NDC government has initiated since coming to office in the fight against Galamsey.
Yes. Na all kana na some say kajan say but on buy ya you rates ya hu IGP tax force ni be arrest akoso any ade. Is that not enough? And also we to us.
Which president or which government embarked on arresting and attacking Galamsey site than Akufo-Addo? He did it with you. If today there are media people flying drones and moving in Galamsey site, it was an Akufo-Addo initiative together with the media. It's not an NDC thing. I have a story here on My Joy Online. As at October 2024, My Joy Online was still reporting on arrest of Galamseyers. This is the Subi Forest. This is it. Forestry Commission raised Galamsey camp and arrest 4 in Subi Forest. This is it. And the excavators and things being bent. You didn't introduce the arrest.
Don't you admit that the arrest and the siege on the miners, illegal miners, has seen an escalation?
No, it hasn't.
A whole community that's existed without our knowledge, has been removed.
There are still communities that exist today.
Speak, you get the police encountering the is it Bontifo or whatever?
Stop it.
Bontifo, please.
Stop it. There are more camps, more communities that have been bent in this country, even under Mahama #1. What are we doing to ourselves? Why are we allowing the government to come and tell us that because we went to one community and dismantled the community, we have done an extraordinary thing, even under Mahama #1. Do you know when we started burning communities and excavators? Under Mahama #1, 2013, 2016. Have you forgotten?
He supervised some of that.
Exactly. So why are we doing this? It is mediocre. It is mediocre. And then they come and tell us, we've reclaimed 9 forest reserves. The TUC.
Those were the hot spots.
It is not true.
Were the red zones.
It is not true. Go to Osino. In the middle of Osino Township, in the market, they are mining. Drive on the Kumasi Road. You see them by the roadside.
That's true.
Upper Denshire East. It's happening. What are we doing? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Listen, you are a government. When you were coming to office, this emergency was there already. It's a crisis. Now, the 2 political parties going into the elections had to give the country what strategies they would use to deal with it. According to the nation, you gave superior options to dealing with the Galamsey menace. These are the things you said. 1, you said that it is the president and his government functionaries who are involved. And so when you come, you will make sure that no party person of yours or no government functionary of yours engages in Galamsey. That is the first
Those
step.
orders and directives have been issued by the president.
Orders and directives were issued.
Now proceed.
They were issued by
what did they say that was superior?
You said that 1, you are going to declare a state of emergency. That's what you said. Number 2, you said that you are going to ban all forms of small-scale mining for a while. For a while. You said it, for a while. That will give you room to be able to see the situation and sanitize it. 3, you said that you are going to free all the Galamsey boys who were arrested in the pit. You said it. You remember his media engagement. Who were arrested in the Galamsey pit so that he can go
said the
after.
Target should be the kingpins.
So you go after the kingpins. So if we're going to highlight the main policy, it will be go after the kingpins. Number 3, you say that you are going to ensure that you use AI to aid you in the fight of Galamsey. At least these 6 things, I have them written here. Now, let's come to them one by one.
There was a campaign for the scrapping of the LI 2462.
Of course, the repeal.
And they agreed.
The complete repeal.
Today I've been saying Kufuor quite a bit because I've seen him publicly a lot these days. You know, and the Akufo-Addo administration began the process to repeal it, to remove it, to scrap it.
Yes.
And they couldn't do it. Then you come, you amend it, and you say, that's fine, we should be okay with it.
Now, Samson, I beg you, grant me a little time, let's go on this journey. So these are the reasons why we voted for the MPP, NDC, for Galamsey issues. Now, if you come and you don't do these things, and you are listing things that were in existence before you came, and telling us that these are the things that you have done so far, so we should applaud for you, you are a very disruptive interlude. Because the country was in a certain direction. You came and told us, push them away, we will come. Then you have come, you are not doing it. Basically listing the same things that you are doing. You are wasting our time. Have they declared a state of emergency? Why haven't they declared a state of emergency? Today, everybody in this country admits that the Galamsey situation has escalated than it was in December 2024. That is truth. The boldness with which the guys are doing Galamsey now, the boldness with which they are doing Galamsey now, it is not comparable to what it was in 2023.
We're seeing them, you know, boldly go into cocoa farms. They are cutting down the cocoa trees. Yes. And they are being filmed, and they are showing it to us, the public.
I have a video on TikTok.
Now I hear that Cocoa Board is considering a legislation that will make the cocoa tree a prohibition for you to cut a cocoa tree.
Would you be there? If I am cutting my cocoa in Usino, are you there? I have my own farm, and I'm cutting it. Are you there? What would you do? What would you do? There's a crime. Arson is a crime, right? But if I decide to burn my own house and not come and report to you, what would you do to me? Or I burn it and I think I'm fine. What would you do to me? We need to be serious. Listen, declare the state of emergency. Just as you believed it was important. The most absurd thing, the biggest betrayal in all of this Galamsey conversation is when I hear the NDC try to make excuses for not declaring state of emergency. Then it bleeds my heart. That why? Why do you deceive people in this manner? Number two, why do you go and amend the LI when you were explicit in your promise that you will repeal? And then when we ask you, you keep beating about the bush. Number three, you said that Akufo-Addo and his functionaries are the ones pursuing Galamsey. So our understanding is that when we push Akufo-Addo out, Galamsey should cease. Now you have come to office, and guess what? Your party people are the ones doing the Galamsey. They are the ones taking over the mining side. Let me tell you what is happening. If you go to the mining communities, they are doing handing over. The MPP are standing on the left. The NDC are standing on the right. And I say, time to hand over. Mustafa Gbande was on your channel here, telling your presenters that there is a mine that is somewhere in Ashanti region that was being operated by MPP, and it's time for them to take it for the NDC. The national security.
He said it here?
Yes, on this show. The national security had gone to take over.
Not on this show.
No, I mean on this channel.
Really?
Yes. The national security had gone to take over a particular mine. They say it's a small scale mine, whatever.
I've heard Ken Ashigbe and the rest say that party people are doing all of these things, but the one you are referring, you are attributing to Mustafa Gbande.
Yes.
I'll need to check and be sure about that.
Erastus actually reported it, that the national security had gone to take over a mine.
Yes, I heard about that one.
And then when he was called, he said, oh, it was MPP that were operating it. We are bringing our people, and I'm not ashamed of that. Number three, let me tell you, we have had the NDC functionaries on TV, videoed by media people. Apadancha East chairman was caught strangling a military man and asking him, what are you doing here?
Yes. Nema no boboy no bebremne na ya adwen. LI 2462 no ema kwan se president betimi ama wo bi tumi se won koye forest reserve te setiwa Bobri forest any ade in Carrier forest range no mo koye mine no eno president Mahama ye eyi a enye yie ye ti ase se yenye amendment a enye yie ye repeal. Let's just take it off. That was the promise in the NDC manifesto. It's what the the promise in the manifesto was a repeal, not an amendment. Tiyin free ho. Obosha was share na president Mijina so. Yen repeal in free ho. President Akufo-Addo nne kofa sa ade ne bae. Yen nyina egitum say ya de bone ye bonachi. Osi wo be ye free ho. Yen free ho. 2. Honorable Joseph Yamin ene MPA Abanga omasam no yenti ni akusi o Mr. President eden na akusi. We need to follow and track it because maka Galamsey no existential What's your cry? Obedience I want to man so and farm near woody if you go. So please, 8 months a day, and if the majority in parliament, I agree, it's enough to repeal the LI 2462 whatever. We need to get it off. Yenya your forest reserves and sabi ye nimnya sansen ye nanano. Ye free be carbon sink. Ushe video we are ready carbon sink. Say forest ye just because say yeah the oxygen never wanting. Sa plant in the just oxygen, you know. Now done than him they be for photosynthesis. Now the amount oxygen here, the near maybe. So forests are natural carbon sinks. Nyankopon nye ni bibia keke. Esa sakomo no wetra ni esi dan wo no. Nyankopon nye ni bibia keke. Onye ni bibia keke. Ye nim nyansa nse Nyankopon no bo asase no. They are natural carbon sinks. Onfa bi nka ho a ye nyai. Ye nyai na esi ho. Ide bibia pese ese no. Mr. President, wait dear LI 2460 on that score. Many den na ti adwen. After all, me buy GP abas me send the tax force na chichichibi any ade, but we need to do more. Government officials say we need to do more. Erastus Nancy and Stodox and myself so friend of mine a list of NDC people are under these things. Your member of parliament on one chief so you Galamsey. All these things need to be looked at. And me have said that when it comes to Galamsey, it is not political. If the president wants to stop this nonsense, he will stop this nonsense because the back stops with him. And they start with repealing the law. It was a promise to us. And we need to get it done. Yes, there's been some rains in here, there, some small, but you knew baby, yeah. Offshore bontes on your mayasa, see. Another fight. Yes. Naya Sasi, you baby ya. And we need to be frank with ourselves in solving this Galamsey menace. Yes, our mind is make us a president. Mahama time he went to me on Soviet. Yeah, call. Konusu free war, no anya pragmatic people for about we then we'll be going round in this cycle, which will not help our country and the cause of our country. We need to change this narrative. We need to change this narrative, Mr. President. And this should be your greatest legacy. Say, in your president be obey, Galamsey, obey Jai's handsome phone. We need, or you need to add that to your legacy. And my cousin will final year way there, or final 4 years way, is a legacy 4 years. You should just concentrate and fix all the nonsense in our country, and posterity will be fair to you, Mr. President. Nyamisha so share subscribe me. Now click the bell notification. May the video be to my obey. Now what's my share? Share your comments with me. Nyamisha no come. Bye bye.